Testing the mic, testing the mic. So, what was the purpose of that meaningless exercise, you may ask yourself? Well, yourself. I'm running a wireless mic through my Tascam. That's probably a simpler way I could have done it. I probably could have run it indirectly, but I can actually control the audio with it. So, yeah, I'm doing that so that I can kind of prove something to myself that it can be done. And there's various ways that could be useful. And pardon me while I get distracted here, doing 10 things at once, always. And you know, the human mind can't comprehend doing multiple things at once, so multitasking, the ability to multitask is a myth. Actually, multitasking, you might be able to do it, but you do everything poorly and inefficiently. Fuel van 1, and let's tag it fuel van 1, and mileage 82,620. Oops, 20, not 30. See, can't do anything efficiently. Yeah, there we go. And I won't take a picture of that. I will. And I'm going to shoot some video of my little setup here with this phone. These iPhones are great. I mean, they have good cameras. You can use them for a lot of things, and you're always carrying it around with you, so you always have a video camera handy. Essentially, oh, you can see my arm. Nothing but. There's the Tascam, and there's the wireless receiver coming to the Tascam. Yeah, you got it, you might as well use it and try and figure out what you can do with it. And running this directly into an iPhone yeah, there's a lot of things. Can't even begin to explain the usefulness of it. But anyway, I'm gonna pack up my stuff and head home. Oh, hey. So what is it like a day after the big snowstorm? Well, it's gray, and it started out like the sun was gonna come out earlier today, but now it's kind of gray, and temperatures are above freezing, so what little we got is melting. And that just sucks. That just sucks. Somebody just come to a public park and dump their tires here. What kind of people? Anyway, so yeah, the weather is kind of gray, and I'd say 40s maybe. I don't know, I haven't looked at the weather. It started out real cold this morning, really cold. The temperatures have come up a little, and I'm continuing my experiment here with the multicam app and the Tascam linear PCM DR70D recorder, so it's a mouthful, and 2 iPhones for my sources. This video that you see is actually simultaneously mixed, so there's no editing for this. The audio source running into one of my iPhones. The main one I use for the control camera in the switcher app. Yeah, the app acts as a switcher, but basically what it does is it records two video channels simultaneously, and then when you go into your recorded media, it mixes them together the way you've edited it. I guess you can go back in later. I haven't tried it, but we'll go back in later and change things if you want. I've played around with making the window bigger, smaller, and moving it around, but this is the default setting, so I got kind of tired of playing around with that. It's not super easy to do. You have to keep setting it the way you think it should be, and then looking at it, and then going back in, and it's not like you have an automatic where you can see what it looks like as you do it. So this is the default, and I'm just tilting the camera down a little, putting myself in the lower corner so as to not really block the view of what we're looking at forward. And hopefully when I'm done, the audio will be great, and the video will be what it is. And it does, according to the app, it does mix it in 4K. So I have 2 4K iPhones. Although for some reason lately I haven't gone into it. Lately when I upload stuff, I say upload in 4K, but YouTube changes it to a lower resolution HD setting. I don't know if it's Google saying we don't have enough viewers and we don't care what you want. We're going to do what we want to save space. I don't know. I don't know if that's a factor, if there's a setting in there I've changed somehow or something. I don't know. I used to be able to upload things in 4K. Like I say, I haven't looked into why it's doing that. Sometimes things are the way they are because they are. And I don't think it really affects the way people look at things, or, it's more like, I don't have a 4K monitor at home, and I know most people don't, and their computers don't have, there's not 4K. I don't think there's very many computers that have 4K. This homeless guy who's probably looking at me like, why are you talking to yourself? But I don't know. I can talk to myself. With the advent of phones, sorry. It's a guy. This is a lady. With the advent of phones and stuff, or what was I saying? I don't know. I'm crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna go across the Broadway Bridge. It's always a nice view, so I think I'll cut it off after the Broadway Bridge so I can ramble on, blah blah blah, so through this light. Long Kansas City light. I've already said that the country song Kansas City Lights was actually talking about the stop lights. Oh, that guy's looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, what's all that crap on your dash? You're being distracted. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm looking straight at the road. And I'm paying attention to the crap on the dash. Crap on the dash is there, set up in such a way that I don't even have to look at it to know